Yo, in this video, I'm going to talk about how to stop being lazy and start taking action in your life. This video is for you if you struggle to stop procrastinating and you don't know what you need to do to start taking action. I used to be unable to take action. Back during the COVID-19 pandemic, I was trapped in my house like everyone else, but I used video games as escapism. Anytime there would be a task that comes up, I would procrastinate it because I wasn't able to take action. I didn't feel confident enough to take action, or I didn't even want to do something difficult in the first place. I would go, start playing video games, another day would pass me by. I'd wake up the next day, I'd feel terrible. I wouldn't want to make my bed, wouldn't want to journal. I didn't even meditate. I didn't want to use the washroom, right? Like, it was to the point where even the smallest tasks required a gargantuan amount of effort. And I want to change. I want to become a confident guy, somebody people respected. I want to have a good body, something I could be proud of. I want to be fit. I want to feel mentally healthy. And I didn't know how to take action. I knew everything I wanted. I knew what I had to quit. I need to quit the video games, the porn, the escapism. I need to start talking to people. And all of this stuff, like, yeah, if you think about it for maybe like 2 to 5 minutes, you know what you need to improve. The issue here was I didn't know how to take action. And this video is me detailing what I did from 2022, the start of my self-improvement journey, till now, August 2024, which is 32 months of improvement, and what I've done to start taking action since last year to this year. I've learned how to be consistent. I've learned how to ignore the voice that tells me to procrastinate in my head. I've learned what I need to do and the systems I need to put into place so that now when I need to take action or fix something in my life, it's not that difficult anymore. I still have that tiny voice telling me to procrastinate, where I sit down to start writing, or I sit down to make a YouTube video and it tells me, yo, do you really want to make a video right now? Like, you could be doing something else. And I realize, no, I'm going to make the video. I'm going to write. I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to show up for my workout. And I have built the skills to ignore that small voice in my head. And that's what I hope this video will be able to give you as well. Tools and principles to help you start taking action and ignore that little voice holding you back. Now, the first thing that you have to realize is that your actions do matter. Every choice that you make has an impact on your life, for good or for bad. And making action and changing who you are isn't just one big leap to get to where you want to go. It's like climbing a mountain. Every action that you make, every day that you spend on good habits, treat it like one step up the mountain. Okay? And now, you have to compound that. You have to add up actions consistently over time to climb up the mountain, where the peak is the goals that you want to achieve. And when you make bad habits or you don't do what you're supposed to, you take a step down the mountain, further away from your goals. So treat action like progress over time. It's not one big event that's going to suddenly change your life. There's no such thing. Life is not like a lottery where you draw a ticket, you win, and then your life's set. That's not how it works. Action takes time. And to make progress from said action, you have to be consistent, and you have to realize that it's going to take time no matter what you do. So treat every choice like it matters, but then also realize that it's going to take time. So if you're going to sit down and watch TV for 2 hours, you could ask yourself, do I want to make this choice right now, or do I want to read a book? If you are struggling with binge eating, do I want to eat Doritos, or do I want to eat a fruit, a vegetable, something a bit healthier? Do I want to skip the workout today, or do I want to go today? You have to decide which choice is going to lead you farther up the mountain and which one's going to lead you farther away on the mountain. Next, you need a reason to make the change. You need an oath to self, a promise to yourself to drive you to get better. Something that's going to activate you emotionally, physically, just get you out there to start taking action. I say this countless times on my channel already, but a promise is one of the most powerful things you can do to start taking action because it changes your identity. It makes you ask yourself, what do I want? And who do I need to become in order to achieve this, right? Having a promise to yourself is just sort of a filter to filter out the choices you need to make to get better and to become the sort of person who you want to be. Because taking action is a small step towards changing your identity. If you want to go from somebody who is unfit and doesn't take care of themselves to somebody who goes to the gym, eats healthy, and takes care of their life, you are going through an identity shift. And you need to ask yourself, what do I want? Okay, I want a healthy body, good physique, and I eat clean. Those are good goals. I'm not knocking that. Then you need to ask yourself, who do I need to become in order to achieve this? What sort of principles do I need to embody? Or what sort of principles or characteristics would this sort of person have? So they would eat clean. They would make sure they don't have junk food in the house, right? They would have clean food, fruits, vegetables, chicken, rice, whatever. You can make a list for yourself and then just go over that list and ask yourself, hey, do I embody all of these characteristics in myself? If not, am I willing to change, or is this what it's going to stay like? And when you have an oath to self, a promise, you are driven to make the change based on what you see. Otherwise, you can make the list and you could see it and you could just think, yo, like, yeah, I need to change, but I don't really feel like doing it. So I'm just going to go watch television and just live the same sort of life I've always been living up till now. When you have an oath to self and you know where you want to go, combine those together and boom, that's how you can start making progress. It's going to start small. Don't think that you're going to have to start extremely big and change every facet of your life all at once. It's not possible. You're going to try and you're going to fail miserably. Start small. So you want change. You want to achieve your potential. You want to start going to the gym. Figure out the smallest step that you can do to do so. Maybe it's walking to the gym if it's really close to your house and staying for 30 minutes. Just figuring out some machines, staying for 30 minutes, and then going home. And you do that 2 or 3 times a week. That is an actionable step to start taking action that is driven by your promise to yourself, and you are working towards changing your identity to become the person that you want to become. It starts small, but when you start gradually climbing that mountain, it's going to start snowballing until you start bleed it out into other aspects of your life as well. Then you're going to start wanting to eat clean. You're going to start feeling good in the gym. You're going to want to go more and more. You might make some friends in the gym and you think, whoa, okay, my friends are there today. I want to go work out with them. Or other people are looking up to me and they think, okay, this guy's showing up. I want to keep going. I like how I feel. And when you start making these small changes and you consistently keep them going, it just snowballs into every other area of your life. So start small, make a promise to yourself, ask yourself what you want, and figure out, who do I need to become? What would this sort of person do? And then start from there. With the basic stuff out of the way, I'm going to move on to the implementation section of this guide, where I'm going to give some principles and strategies to take action each and every single day consistently. The 3 things I'm going to talk about here align with the do something principle, which says the smallest possible action that you can do that is positive will naturally snowball into you doing bigger and better things that you know you are capable of. 3 things I'm going to talk about are making your bed each and every single day, journaling what you are grateful for and what your intention for the day is, and taking a cold shower to get yourself fresh and prepped mentally for the day ahead of you. Now, you want to make your bed because it's just a way to start getting organized. It's a step up the mountain because it's positive. You're organizing your room, you're cleaning it up, and you're doing an action that's one, really, really easy, right? And it just makes you feel good for having done something. It's a small act of discipline, but it is still an act of discipline. After that, journaling. When you sit down and you write a few things that you're grateful for, it aligns you with the mindset of sort of abundance, where you realize there's a lot in your life to be grateful for, even if you're not where you want to be. You have a house, you live in a good country, stuff like that. And when you write that, it aligns you with abundance. And then when you write an intention, you realize, hey, this is my goal for today. How do I want to live my life in accordance to the promise I've made to myself? And when you have an intention, then you can go to use the washroom right up and take a cold shower. I say take a cold shower because making your bed is pretty easy. Journaling is a little bit harder, but it's still pretty easy, just writing a few things down. But taking a cold shower is the first true act of discipline you're going to need in the day, where you turn the tap and you feel the water splash over you and you seize up because it's cold. And I say this because if you do this enough, it's going to become a habit, and every single day is going to start with those 3 little acts of discipline, those 3 little parts of the do something principle to get you going, to start building your day off right, to like seize the rest of your day as well. Because when you take a cold shower and you get out, you just realize, yo, I took a cold shower. That felt good. I did something I didn't want to, and I disciplined myself. And beyond that, you start feeling fresh. You start feeling like you have organized yourself well and you've done something hard already. That just gets you mentally prepped for realizing, hey, I feel good. I want to do that again and I want to get better at it. That is powerful because that's how you start leveraging some growth. So make your bed, journal, and take a cold shower each and every single morning to get yourself started off right, to feel fresh, and to feel like you want to do that again. Now, these next two steps are a bit more difficult, but they're equally as important. They're way more important than these first three. They're just what you're going to be doing in the day rather than how you're going to start the day. First one is to clean your environment. Start with your room, but organize it and take out all these things that are distracting you or holding you back. For example, if you have your phone in your room and every single morning you wake up and you look at your phone and you just feel so mentally drained afterwards and you don't want to make any more progress, eliminate devices from your room. Organize your room and get rid of the mess. Clean it. Make it organized. Make it somewhere where it's beautiful and you're happy to stay in your room. Hang up some of your grade school art on the walls. Put up some posters. Put up a map of the world. Organize your desk space. Empty it. Take out everything that's not necessary in your room and just get rid of it, right? Organize your room with the bare essentials and feel happy knowing that you're organized, right? And when you do this, you're naturally going to wake up in a good environment and you're going to realize your environment is an extension of you. So if your environment is clean, that comes back to you being a clean person, organized person, and someone who's willing to take action to change and to get better. Now, with your environment out of the way, the next step is to start getting outside and going to the gym. You need exercise. And when you exercise, you naturally start feeling more confident, you feel happier, you feel more mentally stable, and it just bleeds into every other aspect of your life. And when you start exercising consistently, you are more driven to do good things for yourself in other aspects of your life. So start off by going to the gym 2-3 times a week. I gave the example like before, so I'm not going to go too deep into it. But just know, nobody's judging you for going. Nobody's looking at you. Nobody's thinking behind their back, oh, that person's not very fit. Like, they shouldn't belong here. Nobody is thinking about that. Nobody's thinking about you, actually. And if you just take 2 minutes to think about yourself, just realize that you are in an environment where people are trying to get better and they realize you're trying to do the same. You're trying to lose weight, or if you're trying to get more muscular, you're in an environment for growth and you're going to the gym to get better. Nobody is judging you for that. In fact, people respect you for going. So go to the gym 2-3 times a week and don't quit. Show up every single day you're supposed to. If you're supposed to go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, don't miss, no matter what. So take those 5 steps, apply them, be consistent with it, make a habit tracker for ease of tracking it. And when you do this consistently, and you start taking action, progress is going to come. It will take time. Realize this, internalize it, do whatever it takes. But progress is going to take time, no matter what you do. So be consistent. Most beginners don't realize this, and that's why they don't make progress for so long. You are just consistent. The progress will come. Trust in it. 2 months, 3 months. That sounds like a lot, but that's half of a school. That's 25% of a school year, and you could already have changed your life in a huge, meaningful way in that time frame. So just be consistent and realize when progress does come, it's going to be exponential. It's not linear. You're going to start at nothing, but when you make progress, boom, straight line upwards, you're going to accomplish way more than anything you thought you could have accomplished. And yeah, I say this from experience. You're not going to be perfect. I failed many, many times, months at a time. I would have a really good streak and boom, it implodes. Or I would start making progress, but then I feel guilty about doing so and I self-sabotage. I am here where I am today because of those failures. I messed up. I went through the process. I learned what I need to do better. And I actually want to get better. And after 31 months, 32 months of self-improvement, that's where the big gains started coming. I'm not saying it's going to have to take you that long. You can learn from my mistakes and make it way quicker. But you are going to fail. It is going to take time. And realize that you are not bad for failing. Treat it as a good thing. Because without failing, you're not going to get better. So when you are failing, when you are struggling, just realize, keep it consistent. Keep going. And you are capable of great things. If I can do it, you could do it. So realize you're going to fail on this journey. That's okay. Just get back up, keep going, and do not give up no matter what. But that's all for this video. I hope you found it useful. Thank you for watching. Peace!